On today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Mattel, the Dark Knight Movie Master figures. We're looking today at now a burned Harvey Dent. Oh, poor Harvey. We're looking now at the villain known as Two-Face. Two-Face comes with a scarred coin. Same packaging as well as the other Movie Master figures. You can see there's a picture of Batman down below. Unfortunately, really, it suffers the fate of any figure series out there. When they reuse the same packaging over and over again, it kind of gets a little tiresome, but you know, it is with everything else in life if you have too much of the same thing. There you go. On the back of the package, we have a nice picture of the Two-Face figure, which actually, well, you know what? I'll mention it now. The paint on the actual figure is nowhere near as cool as the actual, I guess, prototype figure picture on the back here. It says, "Experience the denizens of Gotham City in all their heroic and hideous glory with Movie Master figures. These highly detailed figures give you an up-close and personal look at the freakish makeup of the Joker, Harvey Dent's bad side as Two-Face, and Bruce Wayne in his survival suit." You can also get an unscarred Harvey Dent down below, as well as there is a Joker that comes with a missile launcher. And of course, all these figures from Movie Masters comes to us from the good folks at Mattel. What I'm going to do is take a bit of a break. I'm going to get this opened up. We're going to have a better look at Two-Face. Stick around, guys. There's more to come. And very similar to Harvey Dent, the Harvey Dent figure that we got from Movie Masters, Two-Face does come with a coin. Now, it is the same coin. The only difference is the one side, of course, like Two-Face, one side of the coin is scarred. It's horribly, horribly scarred. One thing that's interesting is the fact that it is the same coin as the Harvey Dent, and this could just really be my imagination, but it does seem like the Harvey Dent coin is a little heavier than the Two-Face coin. Even though technically it should be the exact same coin, they just really scarred the one side. I don't know, it just does seem like this is just a little bit heavier, and that really shouldn't make any sense whatsoever. Although, if you look at it, maybe not. I was going to say this coin looks a little thicker than the Two-Face coin. Spot's now just creating this conspiracy theory. At any rate, though, if you are going Halloween or trick-or-treating or whatever, and you want a Two-Face coin, definitely this is a good route to go. I mean, these figures are a lot cheaper to find now, and you can get yourself at least a substantially weighted coin. This isn't still plastic, it's a nice metal. Or really, if you had the Two-Face Harvey Dent, if you had the Harvey Dent figure, you could easily just scar the one side too. You don't necessarily need to buy the Two-Face coin. But for anyone that has doubted it, these are definitely metal coins, as you can tell. Putting those aside, let's have a look at the Two-Face figure. And I got a little bit of a little hair there. It's not a bad figure. It is definitely not a bad figure. And just as comparisons, because you guys will want to see it, if I bring in, there he is right there. Oh, if you only knew what would have happened to you, Harvey, perhaps you would have done things a little more different. You can see, though, that it does look like they share the same face on the one side, and of course the other side is horribly scarred. Now, the horribly scarred side, it's not bad, but it's definitely not painted as well as the packaging shows of the figure. Now, really, if you took, I guess, a little bit of a dry brush paint and just put a little gray on there and trying to get in some of the crevices here, you probably could do a nice little touch up on the face. Unfortunately, with the scarring as it is, the sculpt is there, but the paint doesn't really bring out a lot of it. You can see his exposed eye, you can see his exposed teeth, but all of which really could have done a better paint to make him really pop. One thing that's interesting is the fact that his suit is actually a different color than that of Harvey Dent, and his tie as well. You can see that one's gray, one is blue. Aside from that, though, it really is the exact same body. They haven't done anything different aside from just adding a little bit of the texture on the one side where the suit has been burned. The burn isn't too bad either, except I've got all these fibers. All these fibers that came out of the package. The texture on the suit isn't bad. You know how I feel, though, about the Two-Face from The Dark Knight. I still love the outrageous hair on the one side of Two-Face. I don't like the bald hair, the bald head. This is, of course, more realistic, but still, I like the wild hair. That's the way I like Two-Face. It would have been nice, too, if they had given him just a little coin. I mean, his finger kind of points out as if they could have either given him a gun or given him some sort of coin to hold. Unfortunately, though, aside from the larger coin that he gets, Two-Face gets no other accessory. In the way of his articulation, though, Two-Face's head is on a ball joint. He has a pin and socket shoulder that will allow the arms to rotate all the way around and in and out. A rotation in the bicep, a bend at the elbow, also a rotation in the hand. There is a mid-torso bend, a rotation in the waist. The legs can bend forward and back, in and out. He's also got a rotation in the thigh, a bend at the knee, and finally a bend in the foot. Which, by the way, these feet don't really move all that well, but that's not that big of a deal. It is a matter of preference. If you are a completionist, maybe you do want both. If you're not a completionist, it would also explain why the Two-Face sold a lot better than the Harvey Dent, because I don't think at the end of the day really everybody wants an Aaron Eckhart figure, but Aaron Eckhart would love his own figure, but maybe for the rest of us not so much. The Two-Face, again, is a good figure, but paint, I think, could have just really brought this figure out a lot more than what we ended up getting. And for that reason, I'm going to give Two-Face here a 7. I'm going to give him a 7. You know what? No, I'll give him a 7.5. I'll give him a 7.5. Why not? Still love Two-Face, though. This was all more reason for me to pick up this figure. You are a Two-Face fan, I would probably say worth picking this guy up still, nonetheless. And maybe if you just know some dry brushing, you can just get that going on there as well, and just really make the figure pop. Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Mattel, the Dark Knight movie Masters figures. We're looking today at Two-Face. Really cool coin. Paint could have been a little bit better. See you guys next time.